NU leading 2-1 over an inspired UP squad who took set number 2, and more fans trickling inside the arena in San Juan City, waiting in anticipation for the final game of the elimination round between LaSalle and Ateneo. And I believe a new rivalry in the women's volleyball tournament is born this year.
And that's why a lot of people have joined us here at the arena. It's a full-packed arena. Even the bleachers are really filled with the audience.
When you talk about rivalries here in women's volleyball, nandyan ang FEU at UST.
UST, that's right.
And then, of course, LaSalle and UST. Past past 2 years, battling it out in the finals.
Of course, FEU, one of the teams here that has the most number of championships.
And we can also say that rival din ng LaSalle ang FEU, because LaSalle was the team that ended FEU's championship streak in the earlier part of the year 2000. In that decade.
The ball seems like it was going out.
Del Mundo sent in by Coach Jared Hobalde. Again, adjustments also on the part of UP at that setter position, because Del Mundo, their natural setter, according to Coach Jared, was having problems with her liver, so she had to get that fixed first. Came back in the second round, but of course not 100%. Slowly getting incorporated in the lineup coming off the bench. For majority of the season, it has really been Magtalas who was the setter of UP, but they started off their first 3 games with Balad as their setter, and Balad is naturally a middle hitter.
So these are the adjustments that they had to try.
These are 2 teams that really had to deal with so many adjustments here in season 74. Thus, the difficult season for them this year.
Araneta now making her presence felt. Scoring some points here for UP.
And Araneta only sent in this set. She did not play at all in the first 3 sets. Free ball here for UP. Del Mundo can't get the drop ball. And that's a point for the rookie, Myla Pablo.
Now this is what you like about the NU game at this point. We always know that Kylie Pomoceno scores the most for the squad, but today you see that the other attackers are supporting her as well. Marzan and Pablo, as well as Byron.
Well, NU closing in on this game. They have a huge lead, but UP is still fighting here. Now looking at this NU lineup, next year Nepomuceno will be in her 4th playing year. Obviously, Marzan, Pablo, Galang, and Perez, who could be the new setter for NU next year. And of course, the secret rookies that are coming in next year as NU hosts the women's volleyball tournament. How do you see this team evolving from this season to next year?
Well, we see that number one, the height is there. You see that the material is there. We see also how they can play. It's just a matter of really getting everyone to have more experience. And, you know, if they continue training this way and if everyone just works together as a team, I think that, you know, it could be something like what we saw last year, or maybe even better.
And the more competitive teams we have, if NU does become a force once again in the tournament like they were last year, wherein they broke through and won, where they broke out and won 5 games, then the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament will be a much more exciting spectacle to enjoy. And what about UP? A lot of... well, they have 6 rookies in Abad, Tiu, Del Rosario, Tianzon, Magtalas, and Quiocho, but only a few of these rookies are in the first 6. And the majority of these players are in their 4th year with the option to graduate. So, how do you see UP next year?
Well, if those who are currently on their senior year, if they do decide, you know, to move on, to start working already, then it would be a different story, because you now have here young players and they have big shoes to fill. So it's not that easy. What you need is experience, and we haven't seen them much on the floor. So not to take away anything from them, of course, there will be training, there will be summer training, a lot of improvement to come, but it's still different if you have seniors that are currently part of the starting 6.
And Araneta will probably be the most senior player next year if the 4th year players this year decide not to come back. And MU, courtesy of that Lucel Byron spike, finally finishes the job as MU closes out season 74 with a win. Let's watch it one more time. Set up job by Precious Salibad to Lucel Byron.
Great explosive jump there by Ron.
And NU defeating UP 3-1.
Now, this may not be how they really wanted the season to turn out, but it's good to end the season on a high note, ending it with a win.
There you see the set scores. UP, an inspired effort, especially in the first 2 sets. UP taking set number 2. Set number 3 was an absolute battle towards the end, but Kai Nepomuceno saving the day there. But our best player of the game here,
Myla Pablo.
the rookie, Myla Pablo.
Scoring 16 points for this match.
There. The numbers of Myla Pablo, 16 points, 15 attacks, and 1 block. And a great job by the rookie to close out season 74 with a bang. Let's take a look at our Sports House play of the game and get up to 60% off on select equipment on Sports House red carpet deal. One more time, Kai Nepomuceno, the best player for NU. Nothing UP could do to handle that powerful hit by Kai. Well, we're starting to hear the roars from the fans very quickly. And your thoughts on Ateneo and LaSalle coming up next?
Well, this is going to be an interesting match. We know how Ateneo, of course, wants a win today against LaSalle. Meanwhile, ito namang LaSalle, what they want is to keep their record clean with no loss. So this is definitely going to be an exciting game.
Will Ateneo force a Final Four, or will LaSalle sweep the elimination round once again, just like they did in the year 2004? It is Ateneo versus LaSalle coming up next on Studio 23. UP losing 3-1 against National University in our first game. For our director, Abed Ramos, courtside reporters Victor Lopez and Tiff Atendido, my partner Ann Remulla, I'm Anton Ross saying stick around for Ateneo versus LaSalle. It is coming up next.